Hello loves and welcome to my channel. This is Getting Sleep with Diandra Monique, and hello, I am Diandra Monique. So this particular video is going to be going over months 1 through 3 of my VSG journey. And so I'm going to first go ahead and jump right into my stats. So my starting weight according to my home scale was 403. My starting weight according to my PCP was 399, and my surgery weight was 371. So I'm going to start on surgery day with my month number 1. So again, if you guys do not know this, I did go to Tijuana, Mexico for my surgery at Pompey Surgical with Dr. Saucedo. Best decision of my life. Make sure you guys do your research to see if that is something that you want to do, especially if your insurance does not cover weight loss surgery. But again, back on topic. So, week number 1, my biggest issue was gas. That gas kicked my ass, to say the least. So right after surgery, I didn't really feel the gas. It wasn't until like the next day, that I felt the discomfort of it. It got to the point where I really wanted to cry. That's how uncomfortable the gas was. Literally, the nurse would come in and she's just sitting there patting my back. It's okay. Telling me that I need to walk. And that's what I did. I got up and I just walked and walked and walked. Okay. So you're going to have to make sure that you are walking to get the gas to move around and release itself. After the gas, the next thing that happened was diarrhea. So the diarrhea didn't happen until after I had the liquid drink that they use to make sure that, you don't have any leaks. So that gave me really bad diarrhea. So mind you, I'm still in Mexico. This is like day 3 of me being in Mexico, and I have the shits going on, literally, diarrhea. But that subsided on its own, really, because you're not really eating anything. So it eventually stopped. And after that happened, I came home. So it was about day 4 of me coming home. And I noticed that I was really dealing with not being able to eat food in the wrong way. Like, meaning I felt mentally unstable because I was not able to eat food anymore. And I didn't notice that until I got home, until I had to be around them eating fast food, my boyfriend and my daughter eating fast food and all this and that. So I kind of slipped into a depression that first week as well. Dealing with the discomfort of gas, dealing with not being able to eat food and being surrounded by all that junk. It kind of made me feel bad. Like, I felt like I needed some assistance. I needed help. I needed to talk to someone. So what I started to do was journal. I started journaling all of my emotions, how I felt, why I thought I felt that way. And I can honestly say that really helped me. That really did help me with overcoming, or at least feeling as though I was addressing my food addiction. But that's one of the major things that you really have to work on, is understanding your cravings, understanding why you want certain things. Is it because somebody else has it? Or is it because you really want this? Like, is it because you're emotional? Why are you wanting this? And that's really what I had to sit there and figure out. So that was week number 1. And on that Friday, which made it day number 7, I got on the scale and I noticed that I had only lost 3 pounds. And that was a little discouraging. I'm pretty sure you guys are like, yo, Diandra, that's 3 pounds is a lot to lose in a week. But in my mind, I thought, since I was not eating food, since I was barely drinking anything, I should have lost at least 8 pounds, 8 pounds. Give me a pound a day. I would have took 7 pounds. But no, I lost 3 pounds. So I was at 368. And once I got there, I journaled and I had to write down, how I felt about hitting 368. And mind you, that is probably one of the lowest weights that I had reached when trying to do the journey myself, I would get to the 60s and stay in the 60s. And I had to sit there and tell myself, Diandra, this is only 3 weeks and you hit this. Mind you, last summer, it took me 2 months to get to 360 something. So I had to commit myself. I had to find the positive to help me, get out of my mind, help me get out of that funk of wanting to feel bad for myself. That was another thing. Like, you just have to make sure that you're trying to be as positive as you can, and that you have those positive energies, those positive people around you. Like, that's very important. So with week number 1, that was a challenge, dealing with the diarrhea, the gas, and then the lack of having food was hard. But it continued. My journaling had to continue for that first month. Because that was when, I really couldn't eat much of anything. I did move on to mushy foods quicker because I had really wanted food. So starting week 2, I actually had started to incorporate things like cottage cheese and not cottage cheese, it was ricotta cheese and tuna. So I would have ricotta cheese, just eat it. And I would just have plain tuna with a little bit of mayonnaise in it, just to make it feel as though I was eating something. Mind you, at that time I was only eating about an ounce at a time. Everything was in like the little small, very, very small containers, and that's what I would eat. Just take a couple of bites, leave it alone, and go back to it whenever I felt like eating something else. But I moved on to food a little sooner than what I was supposed to. And that was really because my mental health, like I felt like I needed it. Like I needed it. And I didn't have any other way around it. I just had to have it. And then once I started to incorporate the food, that's when I noticed that I had got really backed up, constipated. Like, I didn't use the restroom for about 10 days. So I actually had to go and see my PCP. And, I had to have a, honest discussion with her, letting her know where I was mentally and what I was doing to try and get out of my head, and how I had to put my thoughts on the paper. And she was telling me that was a very good idea. And, of course, that I had needed to start incorporating things like Benefiber, prune juice, and all that stuff to help me go to the bathroom. And that's what I did. And it really did help me. So after I had started to incorporate those things, I did notice that I felt a whole lot better. I also had started to incorporate my multivitamins and my probiotic. So I do believe that my probiotic helped me more than things like prune juice and the Benefiber, because I want to say I did the prune juice and the Benefiber for about 4 days before I was able to use the restroom. And it was still hard for me to use the restroom. But right after that, I had gotten my shipment of probiotics and haven't missed a day since. Like, incorporating a probiotic, a women's probiotic, really helped me, like really helped my digestive system, really helped me stay consistent and regular with going to the restroom. Like, I have not gone a day without using the restroom since I started taking a probiotic. So that is one thing that I do recommend, is a probiotic, people. Take a probiotic. And so after that, hitting in on month 2, my weight was 338. So mind you, my surgery day weight was 371. Then I got to 338 starting month 2. So how much weight is that? Like 33 pounds? Your girl had lost 33 pounds. So yes, I had lost 33 pounds my first month. And honestly, me sitting looking at my numbers today was the first time that I noticed that I had lost that much. Mind you, I thought I had lost like, like 19 pounds or whatever, but 33 pounds my first month. Looking back at that, I am blown that I had lost that much weight. Mind you, because I didn't think that I was losing weight. So that was an eye opener. So starting in at month 2, I was at 338. In month number 2, I didn't really have many issues with constipation anymore. My issues all came from my hair loss. That put me back into another dark space. Because I am a very huge naturalista. I love, my braids. I love rocking my fro, my natural hair. And when that shit started to go away, I almost lost it. When I started to see the clumps of hair coming out, it hurt my soul. Like, I went to Walmart and I just brought like $60 worth of hair care products. Conditioners, leave-in conditioners, moisturizers, oils. Like, I just went crazy because I'm like, yo, something's got to give. So what I actually did was I went on YouTube and I was like, let me try and figure out something that I can do. And I made my own rice water shampoo. And with that rice water shampoo, I noticed that as soon as I used it, my hair stopped falling out. It didn't grow back right away, but it stopped growing out. Like, I started to see less and less clumps of hair coming out. And I honestly owe that to my rice water shampoo. And then the fact that I probably, started taking vitamins and things of that nature. But to me, the rice water really helped me. And I did that maybe twice in month number 2. I used the rice water rinse twice in month number 2. And by month number 3, my hair stopped shedding completely. I still do rice water treatments like once a month, just to make sure that my hair is not falling out. And since month number 2, I have not had any shedding. Like, yeah, you get your regular, like if I take down my braids, I'll have some hair come out with my braids because that's dead hair. But actual like hair just coming out, no, I don't have that anymore. So I'm truly blessed for that. And I really do feel as though vitamins and rice water and protein really help my hair stop shedding. And I felt like it started happening really fast because month number 2, I'm like, yo, most people don't see this until like month 3, 4. But no, it started from month number 2 for me. And it really came out across my edges. You guys will see that I'll insert a video at the end of this just so that you can see. But it really came out around my edges. And I was so self-conscious about that. I had to start wearing headbands. I made wigs back there. All because of my hair loss. So that was a really big thing for me for months number 2 and months number 3, because during month number 3, I really tried to focus on growing my hair back. So doing hair masks and things of that nature really, really helped me. Those are my biggest concerns. So month number 2, I did increase my food intake a little bit. I had got up to about 2 ounces of food at a time. So during a meal, I do use a scale. So during a meal, I would eat about 2 ounces of food, mainly protein. I did try to get in like, a piece of broccoli every now and then. But really, I just focused on eating my protein. Month number 3 was pretty much the same. I was eating about 2.5 to 3 ounces at that time. In month number 3, I had weighed in at 319. So again, that was about from 338 to 319. That was about a 19 pound weight loss there. So for months 1 through 3 altogether, I had lost a total of about 80 pounds. So 399 to 319 in 3 months. I was blown, guys. Like, it all happened very fast. And those kickers, like the constipation and my hair loss and then my mental health, were three things that I really needed to work on. And one thing that I do feel as though really helped with my mental health was me incorporating activity, me making sure that I got out the house, got fresh air, went for walks, took my daughter to the park. That type of thing really did help me throughout my journey. So that actually started at month number 2, because at 6 weeks, that's when I really started going for walks, and taking my child to the park, because, you know, everyone tells you that being active helps with your mental health, and that is so true. Like, that's when I really noticed that things were starting to calm down and mellow out within my life, and that my VSG journey was starting to really help me figure out who I am, because it was an eye-opener. Me being able to get the clarity after I went for a workout type thing just allowed me to just take a deep breath and enjoy the process, because I was honestly just ready to wake up and be snatched, you know. But that doesn't happen, guys. It doesn't happen. But yeah, so I mean, incorporating activity was another thing that I felt really helped those 3 months there. It really did. So that is one thing that I do recommend. Journaling. Please make sure you write down your emotions, write down what you're craving, write down what you want. Why do you think you want it? Because that really helped me, and it may help you as well. Just try it one day. And then another thing is your activity. Please make sure that you do your best to just go for a walk. I walk every day, every single day. I make sure that I go for a walk. If I'm at work, I walk the track. If I am at home, I walk my daughter to the park. And even if I don't feel like doing a run that day, I'll just walk around and just try and be as active as possible. So yeah, those are my months 1 through 3. Hopefully I gave you guys some insight that'll hopefully help you on your journey. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Hearts all day, every day. I love you guys. And stay tuned for images of my journey from months 1 through 3. And yeah, I'll see you next time. Just making a quick update on my hair. So this is Friday. And I believe I did the rice water on Monday. And I did it twice. So I did it Monday, Tuesday. Didn't do it Wednesday or Thursday. And I'm not doing it today. But tell me why the edges ain't grow back though. What's doing this? They coming down.